Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to ChiefsBlitz.com YouTube podcast with your hosts, Nick Athen, Andre Tillman, and producer Hence Todd. They'll break down the three-time Super Bowl champions as only they can do. Here's your host, Nick Athen.
Welcome back to the Chiefs Blitz gang. I am Lou Montagna playing the role of Nick Athen today. Joining me is Andre Tillman and the producer there, Hence Todd. Guys, we won.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We won. And I've seen great things from the defense. I've seen amazing stuff from the defense, and it was amazing. Did we lose Lou again?
There he is. There he is.
It's amazing.
He's playing peekaboo.
That's right.
It was amazing things from the defense, and a great showdown.
No.
I was what? Let me finish. How you keep? There's amazing things for the defense, and it was a great turnout for the Kansas City Chiefs to play defense on on our side, and to see the offense gel back and forth with each other. It was just amazing to go through. Just to see the team that came out to put more on to put more out there on the field. What you got to say, Dre?
All right, 95 is back. Okay, 95 is back. He was pressuring the quarterback. He was making it easier for the other guys to come along. You saw George get some pressures, got half a sack. Dana was coming along. So that's a huge, because he draws so much attention, right? So that was a big difference. They played well on the back end. The linebackers played well. I don't know if you noticed, but I think from the very first series, Snead and Ridley were just in each other's faces right off the bat. And that was great to watch for the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the offense is concerned, it's a work in progress.
Lou, that offense was, I'm sorry, King, the offense wasn't what it was. It didn't live up to expect. Listen, come on. Taylor, Kelsey had a first down. I mean, the momentum was going in Taylor. Taylor again, false start. Taylor again, holding. Taylor again, false start. Now he's grabbing. Taylor has to sit down. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen an offensive lineman take a seat on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not going to happen.
Man.
They paid him a
Orlando Brown was slow.
They paid him a ton of money.
And this one doesn't think well. The thing is this. I'm going to say this. From what I've seen, everybody last game stepped up. Kadarius was 5 for 5. I believe Scott Moore was 4 for 3. Those two guys right there stepped up and played very well, right? And the ball was spread around. Watson did good too. I like Watson. But y'all know my issue is, like, Rashee Rice was out there. Remember, he's a rookie. Where's Justin Ross at?
He may have had a couple. I saw him on the field maybe 3 plays. And typically it seems like it's in the red zone. I don't know if they're almost setting him up for a decoy or whatever, but it seemed like in the preseason, that was kind of like his gig, was the back shoulder, jump ball in the end zone. So, hopefully, we'll see that a little bit more. We are very spoiled, I think, as Chiefs fans from an offensive perspective, because ever since Patrick Mahomes has come on the scene, we're almost shocked when they don't score on a possession. I mean, forget about 3 and out. I mean, we're shocked when they don't score. So in these games where they're kind of finding their way, working in the new receivers, they got to figure it out. And you can see he's still, I don't want to say forcing the ball to Watson, but he will look for him. He's very trusting of Justin Watson. And he did make, a big play down the field. The one that Cisco picked off looked like it was a little underthrown. Patrick was just getting hit as he threw it.
Right.
So, but there are some positives, I think, that came out of it. They were able to run the ball when they really focused on running the ball.
Right.
Patrick made plays. I mean, Kelsey had the touchdown. You can see, I mean, he's still rusty, and I don't know what they were saying to him. I don't know if they're whispering Taylor Swift songs into his ear on the field or what was going on there, but he was pissed. He got the one penalty, and it looked like he was ready for more. So I think the team is developing a little bit of an edge. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, at the beginning, are you going to take this performance at the beginning of the game? No. I mean, it really was choppy at best.
Right. So Lou, a lot of people forgetting is like the defense, right? The defense, this is like they second or third year, everybody gelling together, right?
They're
Chris Jones
coming.
been there. Everybody's gelling together. Now the offense, two new tackles, new wide receivers, Scott Moore second year, Kadarius Toney actually this is basically his first year. You know what I mean? So everybody still got a gel to come around. Now I wanted to see more. I want to see more from Rasheed Rice and Justin Ross. I want to see more from them, but hey, long as my team come out with a win, and we back on top, baby. We back on top of the division. We back on top of the division, and my team is going to come around. So I'm just saying, hey, I'm just saying, Kingdom. I'm just saying that, hey, all hope ain't lost. The receiver's going to come around. Taylor's going to get it together. You know, he's going to get it together. The offense is going to gel, and the defense is playing well. Like Lou said, you know what I mean? It's going to get better, but let's hear what he got to say. Let's hear what he got to say. Let's hear what you got to say, Dre. What you got to say, Andre?
I'm so disappointed in you, Bowtie. Lou, I know y'all are so with Kansas City. Y'all trying to squeeze every bit of positivity out what we just seen on the field from the offense. I'm not.
This is a positive show, Dre.
It is, but it's a real show.
You are here to be the devil's advocate. So come on, bring it.
Listen, I'm disappointed in the offensive line. I'm disappointed because the reason why Travis Kelce was upset because of Taylor. Oh, Taylor Swift, Taylor, making sense. He was disappointed because he was gaining momentum. He was gaining momentum, and you killed that. You know, again, we can't have that. Remember, I told you, Bowtie, from the first game, I said that's going to be Kansas City's Achilles heel was Taylor, and it was. It's going to continue until he get replaced. Now, the fact that y'all signed him to a big deal, I get that, but it doesn't to me mean anything to me in the sense of if you're playing bad, you can be replaced. You can sit on that bench and somebody can fill in for you. Right? Because if I feel like this, if I feel like you're still not understanding the offense, I ain't gonna, say, you're out of here. I'm gonna say, go ahead, hop on the bench, have a seat, get your mind together, look over the playbook, understand what we're doing. Hell, listen, guys, it goes back to fundamentals. He has to go back into the lab. He's not ready yet.
Now you're talking about Juwan Taylor now?
Absolutely. That's the
You're
only
still talking about Taylor?
Well, yeah, because Taylor's horrible.
He struggled a little bit. He struggled to get in about the first game. They paid him, so he's got to come along. And I agree with you. He's got some work to do. I don't know if it has anything to do with the plays. I think it's gotten in his head. Plus, now he's back playing in Jacksonville today. I'm sure he was feeling it. All the notoriety he got, like in a bad way, from that game against Detroit, where they were just focused on. They had a camera on him every play because he was two yards off the ball, lined up, and then getting off early after. So. I mean, he's got a ways to go. I don't think we're not going to sugarcoat it. Yes, he has to work. He has to work, but he's not coming off the field. I don't think that's going to happen.
Would you? I mean, I agree with you though, Lou, but then I don't, because if you keep costing me money plays, and you can't continue to do it, you got to come off the field, or you've been Achilles to Kansas City. That offense was rolling, holding plays. He got beat to where he started grabbing now. What? Really? Come on. Right? False starts.
Did not have a good day. No question about it.
Even in the first game, he didn't.
He had a rough one. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks. So will you continue to do this, Lou? Will you continue to have rough games, bad days, and continue to start? Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure they're going to give him more than 2 games. They paid, like I said, you got to go back to the contract. They paid him a lot of money. Now they're not going to go down on a sinking ship because they paid him a lot of money, but they're certainly going to give him more than 2 games. So if they had, I guess, a better option on the bench, I would think that would push it a little bit more. But I really don't know, where do you go? Prince, does he come in and play left tackle? Do you shift, dare I say, Donovan Smith to the right side and put somebody else in at left? I don't think they're ready to do that at this point. Again, they can skirt around that. They can call plays around that. You saw that they were lining the tight end on his side, lining up Kelsey on his side. Gray would come on his side when Bell was in there. So there are ways to kind of, and then they were also getting the ball out quick. That was the thing that impressed me when Patrick got it rolling, was he was getting it out of his hands in under 2 seconds. So as long as you can just like stand in front of your guy for that amount of time, Patrick's going to get it out.
I'll put it like this. Speaking on Patrick and speaking on offensive line, as I watched the game today, I seen Patrick hold on to the ball a little too long. You know what I mean? I seen him hold on to the ball a little too long. Like receivers not getting off, not getting separation. So and it ain't like the offensive line was bad today. It was just like the penalties they had, you knew going into this game as a coaching staff that you knew that, okay, everybody's going to have their eye on Taylor, right? Everybody's going to be watching Taylor. So Taylor, when we go to practice, we need to make sure you lined up straight. We need to make sure you ain't jumping off sides. But also, with that and with Patrick Mahomes holding on to the ball too long, yes, I wear my offensive lineman hold than have Patrick Mahomes get killed. So with that, man, I don't care. Taylor, he's going to get it together. Dominic Smith's going to get it together, and the Chiefs are still on top. That's all I worry about today, baby.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not.
The Chargers lost. The Broncos going to get beat by the Commanders later on today.
I don't know. I think it's 21-3 right now. Broncos look like they're going to roll in that game.
Yes,
But
they are.
the thing is with Patrick, you're going to have to deal with that, because in some of those players, he's holding on to the ball too long. Well, on that play that he made where he flushes out to the right, and he probably did hold on to it too long, but Sky runs from the left side to the right side, wide open, bang, game over.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to live with that. I don't think I was able to join. I don't think I was able to join you guys earlier in the week. We were talking about Josh Allen, and again, it's a little off the Chiefs, but you're going to have to live with a lot of those turnovers from somebody like Josh Allen, because again, you've got that howitzer on your right shoulder. You're going to use it. Patrick, if he buys time and he moves, that's when he makes his biggest plays. So sometimes it's going to look ugly, but other times it's going to be bang, game over. And I'll take that every day of the week.
Absolutely. And I agree with y'all. As far, as far as the offense side of the ball, I'm going, all right. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Kadarius Toney started real fast today, man. He looked good. He looked real good. Fast start. I agree. But to me, it is a sprinkle of just some stuff that can be fixed. I feel like once we homed in on Taylor and get him corrected, the Chiefs are going to move the ball fluently, because you see when Kelsey was out there, Kelsey looked good. He came back from injury. I'm not gonna hold Kelsey to that. He was a little banged up, but he went out there and he got a lot of distractions, and caused for everybody to get one-on-ones. So I'm impressed with that part of the Chiefs offense. Defensive wise, guys, I have nothing bad to say about the defense. Chris Jones came out there to do what Chris Jones do. George came out off the end, looked good. They got pressure. They frustrated Trevor Lawrence. Snead was a little bit more aggressive than most, but Snead looked good. Watson had a big hit, a
He did.
huge hit.
That was a third down stop.
Yeah, absolutely, big
Jalen
hit.
Watson. Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
all those guys have really come along, and then you can't leave out the 12th man. The 12th defender today was the end line in the back of the Jacksonville end zone. The 12th man made about 5 touchdown saving plays. But in all seriousness, the defensive backs really forced the receiver to go beyond the end line. Snead did it once, McDuffie did it once against Zay Jones. I mean, so I don't. Again, if you go into this game The over-under on this game was 51. Okay. You're expecting fireworks, whatever, but every game kind of takes on its own identity. And when you saw it was going to be a low scoring game, then you start, they start to call the game a little bit differently in terms of what Doug Peterson was doing, what Andy Reid was calling. The defenses were playing pretty well. So a little bit more conservative on offense. Although that one time at midfield when Peterson went for it on like 4th and 5, gave the ball back to the Chiefs, they go down and score again. So he looks kind of silly. But yeah, no complaints on defense. It's coming along. I think it's going to continue to get better. So it'll give the offense some time to kind of get their feet under them and see who they're going to be this year.
Okay.
We keep, again, the whole thing where we're so spoiled that it's like bombs, bang, bang, 4 or 5 plays. Patrick's, everybody's in stride and touchdown. It may not look like that right off the bat. This first month, maybe even into October, it's going to be a little choppy.
It is going to be choppy. And again, Lou, I give it to you. I give the offense to week 5 or week 6 to really hone in on what they do, because that's when the cream gonna rise to the crop. Um, but I love that defense. I love how aggressive they was on defense, because they didn't give a lot of these receivers no space to make plays for real. Because it was some throws that was caught, but they didn't give them no room to put their feet in. They play fundamental football at the back end. Chiefs got pressure, so honestly, the defense kept Kansas City in the game. Um,
Mhm.
but again, besides that, my biggest Achilles heel was just Taylor. But once Taylor fixes that, I think Kansas City's gonna be okay. And shout out to Pac. Pac looked good too. Pac ran the ball very well, very well, very
I
well.
see. Speaking
So
of shout outs, man, shout out to my boy Patrick Mahomes. Happy birthday! Got a win today, and he still came out here and still dominated the game. I think so. But the thing is, a lot of people ain't gonna be looking at it again. Like I said before, with new wide receivers, new 2 tackles, everybody gonna have to gel together. Just like the defense is there, the defense is looking more stronger because they've been around each other for a long enough. And a lot of people ain't speaking on defense. Did my guy Joshua Williams give up a touchdown today? No. Did he give up a lot of yards? No. Did Kyler really go off? No. So I put it like this: if the Chiefs offense still struggles against the Chicago Bears, the guys, then we have a problem. Then it's just like, okay, this season this is just where we're gonna be. This is where we what you think, Lou? If we struggle against
Well,
if
again,
we
it's still week 3. The Bears are up against it. I mean, they lost today in Tampa. Um, the first game in Green Bay, and I don't know if they're really doing a whole lot different than they did last year. You saw all the moves that they made. Justin Fields still doesn't seem very comfortable in that offense. So if they can limit his running ability and just make him a pocket passer, I don't think the Bears really going to pose much of a challenge, to the
right,
Chiefs defense. I mean, I truly don't. And then offensively, again, you just look for these guys that continue to come along. Different guys are going to make different play each week. I don't think any of uh, the supporting cast, if you would, outside of Kelsey, as far as receivers go, are going to be huge standouts. But every week, somebody's going to step up and make some plays. Today it was Sky and Watson. Uh, we'll see who it is next week. But yeah, I'm encouraged. I don't, I'm never a doom and gloomer. I've got a lot of a lot of positive thoughts about the coaching staff, the players. So yeah, Juwan Taylor. Yeah, let's give him a few more weeks and see if they can get this corrected. But that contract, he's going to be there.
you know what, Lou? Again, you're right. Let the man sit there and continue to get penalties and cost Chiefs games. Listen, I'm gonna say this,
He
man.
hasn't. He didn't
I'm gonna
cost him
say,
anything.
I'm gonna say this.
He cost him a
I
first down.
Man, and then Orlando Brown was giving up sacks. All right, one give up sack and one does penalties. Man, which one do we want here? What we want, man, right? But I'm gonna say this. I know what Kansas City is about. Kansas City like to spread the ball around. That's fine. I get that. To every receiver that's on the roster, right? Everybody except for Justin Ross. Why isn't this man getting targeted? Why? Why? James getting targeted. Rasheed Rice is a rookie. He's getting targeted. Scott Moore got 5. No, Scott Moore got 4, right? Kadarius Toney got 5. Heck, Noah Gray got some touches. Kelsey got some touches.
Historically, Reed and those rookie receivers, they have a strange relationship, and
it's weird, man. I don't get it.
It really is when everybody is so young in that room for the most part. So I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see. When they put him in there, I figured, okay, let's give him a back shoulder.
Right.
Let's give him a jump ball. He's gonna be bigger and just out jump whoever the heck is guarding them. So I think it's coming. They'll get to it, I hope. But at this point, again, every game is going to be a little bit different. It just wasn't his day again.
What's your thoughts, Bowtie?
I think, like I said, I'm with you. I believe they got to give Justin Ross some more touches. They got to get Rasheed Rice. It seems like Rasheed Rice, every time he's in there, he's getting positive plays, positive yards, and I feel like they giving Watson and MVS more touches, but yeah, Watson does a good job, but we need to see more of a Justin Ross. We need to see more of a Rasheed Rice before these guys can get that communication down with and chemistry down with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. We can't just keep relying on Travis Kelce because he's getting older, man. We can't just keep relying on that. Like, okay, Patrick Mahomes, we're gonna live and die your career on Travis Kelce, but we got these other new weapons in your garage that you can, new fresh cars that you can try to look at, but you ain't gonna be able to get the test drive because you're gonna keep driving this old Cadillac. I'm not saying Travis Kelce is an old Cadillac. I'm just saying that he's getting older in age. He's getting older in age, and you can tell that Travis Kelce got a career locked up for him outside of football. He got the podcast. They trending at, they up there, and he's gonna do just like Patrick McPhee is doing. You know what I mean? So I feel like you got to get Justin Ross more touches. Got to get Rasheed Rice more touches, and
they will. It's a long season.
It is. It's a long season. If I don't see it happen against Chicago, I'm like, come on, guys.
How encouraged were you guys to see Patrick under center on a 3rd and short, and they hand the ball off to Pacheco and they get a first down?
That was rare.
That was the best play of the day for me.
and I'm like, he's a legitimate all-around back. To me, I think Pop looked good.
Here come the old boy. He need to be on the bench. He come a little hamster. He comes in there and runs right and back.
Oh my gosh, slowed it up.
Runs right back to the side. I'm like, come on, man. Like, come on, we just don't kill the job. You know what I mean? I know we drafted Claude. That was hilarious. I know we drafted him, but we keep giving him shots and just like, he saved us on that 3rd down though. But I'm like, Pac showing that, okay, I'm the guy. Give me the ball. I'm the guy. And I want to see more of that. I want to see more. Pac, running the ball, because you can tell, like, until we get these receivers down on Pac, run the ball, kill them on play action, right? Kill them on play action. Only way offensive line is going to gel is what? When they hit somebody. When they hit somebody that's in front of them. The only way you can do that more is what? Running the ball. If you're running the ball, the offensive line is attacking. They're attacking the defender. Now they gelling together. And Priest Holmes days, right? Priest Holmes, when he had the offensive line.
That offensive line was a bunch
beautiful.
Of Hall of Famers, man. We're never going to compare that offensive line to any other offensive line.
What I'm saying is this. That offensive line made everybody eat. Larry Johnson looked good behind there. Blaylock looked good behind that offensive line.
Yes, he did.
Priest Holmes looked the offensive, and they was running the ball. All I'm saying is this: run the ball more. Get the offensive line to jail. They're going, okay, we dying on the battlefield. If they keep pass blocking, backing up with a new offensive line, that's going to be hard to gel together. What you guys?
Well, the second half, they immediately, again, as soon as they show a commitment to it, you see the push. You see them starting to run like they did in the Super Bowl last year.
Mm-hmm.
So in the second half today, I mean, it's like, okay, we're going to start running the ball a bit. And again, it wasn't, I guess, to the degree that it was in the Super Bowl, but at least they put that on tape. You gotta keep the defense honest. And the strength of that line is in the middle with Creed and Tooney and Smith. And I just can't believe short yardage is so difficult when you got those three horses in front of you, right?
Right.
So
Right.
once Reed gets over this phobia of letting Patrick quarterback sneak, I think again that'll be another thing that they can check off the list and say, okay, we've got this fixed. Third and short is not something to fear, or we have to throw in some sort of gadget play to get it.
You know
Yeah.
what, Lou, real talk, real talk. I love what y'all talk. I love that y'all talking about the offensive line because again, there's ain't gonna be another offensive line like the Kansas City offensive line. That was my heart, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love the offensive line. That line made me a Chiefs fan. That made me a Chiefs fan, right?
What
But
Well,
right
line?
you're
now,
talking about Rofe and Shields and
Rowe,
Wayne
Shield,
for me,
Dunn.
Vermeil's offensive line.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
that's
Dick
what,
Vermeil. Shout out to Dick Vermeil. That's my favorite coach. I mean, Andy Reid is good, but Dick Vermeil was a player's coach. He the one got them boys going. Man, shout out to Dante Hall, man. Because Dante Hall, to me, if it wasn't for Dick Vermeil, we wouldn't be talking about no Dante Hall right now, right? But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. As of right now, I think run the ball. I believe this. Run the ball with Pac. Continue to run the ball with Pac because you see the offensive line feeds on that. They love when they play physical down the stretch. They love to get physical, right? Run the ball with Pac,
Yeah,
and what happens?
format.
It open up so much other things, so many other things. Like
Yeah,
Scott Moore can get open 1-on-ones. Kadarius Tony can eat. Kelsey don't have to do as much. Mahomes doesn't have to do as much. Just run the ball. Let everything like to me. Let the offense the running game, right? Let the offense be the run game. Run first, then pass. Because the
well,
run game opens up everything else.
yeah, and it seems like they really pay attention to it in the 4 minute offense, and then also, like you said, at the beginning of the half. So if they can show that they can do that, they can run it anytime. But again, as long as you've got 15, you don't want to take it out of his hands either. I hear what you're saying. You want to have a little bit of balance because it will open up some other things, especially downfield, and like you said, in the middle, those seam routes and so forth. But I don't know. As long as you got Patrick out there, it's certainly gonna be more like 60 pass, 40 run if
yeah,
they
right.
do that.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
times they struggle to get to that point where it's more 70-30.
I'm
I
gonna
just don't
say,
understand. Like I
yeah,
understand.
what's
Like
up?
we don't go like with the hot hand. Right? Watson was having a hot hand. I was like, keep giving the balls. Giving the ball. Keep throwing him the ball. But it was. I understand we're trying to fill everybody in, but if a receiver catching fire right then and there, he had the hot hand. Keep going at him. Keep going at him. Keep going at him until everybody else come along. But again, guys, it was a great win today. I'm happy for it. It was a battle. I like to see my defense. I love to see that. I see. Okay, Chris Jones not in here. We still getting pressure with 4. Even though when Chris Jones wasn't out there, we still was getting pressure. So I love that to seeing that. But the false starts, I feel like every year. I know Dre gonna say something, but I feel like every year they are trying to find some type of thing to pick at the Chiefs. Now they found Taylor. They found Taylor to pick at the Chiefs. Last year, first it was the the 13 seconds overtime and all this nonsense. Now they finding something else to try to find every game. They'll try to nail the Chiefs on and to make it a hard, tough game. But other than that, I'm happy with the win today.
Well, Taylor could have been
Listen,
a third running back on some of those plays, the way where he was lined up. Okay, so
man,
I don't think they're really picking that. That actually was kind of bad. I mean, especially with all the views of it, and they just like the ISO camera. You see him, and then he, like you
yeah,
said, a couple times today, he got caught again. But really encouraged with the defense. These young
yes,
players, you can't say enough.
defense look good.
I mean, Leo made plays when he was out there. I mean, all
Chanel,
of
yes,
them.
he
You
did.
talk
Yes, he
Jay
did.
Watt, all of them. So I'm really, really encouraged by the defense. And if they continue to play the way they are, give the offense an opportunity to get humming by mid-October, this is going to be a completely different team, and just the looks of it. And yeah, I'm very encouraged. You know, it's a tough game, you know, as far as the number of points that they scored, but situationally, they did really well, I thought.
I'm gonna say this. That's a good point too, Lou. I'm gonna leave it like this. Every year you got to adapt every year. Since every team is gonna adapt to Kansas City for the previous year, but now the Kansas City's running the ball now. This is out of Andy Reid's element. That's not even his character. Now he's getting he letting that pride go. Now he's running the ball a whole lot more. And so I'm encouraged to see the running game blossom. I want to see that more of that because to me, that's championship ball. It's like 50-50 on the offense. You know, you pass and run, it's 50-50. I like what I'm seeing. So if they can continue to do that, then there's no doubt in my mind that Kansas City will make another run at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So with that said, man, we want to thank everybody for watching. You'll catch us back here on Monday. We'll be breaking down the week topics at 12 p.m. And with that, guys, it was a nice show today. Thank you for filling in, Lou. You can catch Lou on Fridays or whenever you see Nick ain't here. We want to thank you guys for continuing to watch Chiefs Blitz. Please continue to share, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Chiefs Blitz, and also go check us out on ChiefsBlitz.com. And we just love watching, having you guys around while we do these breakdown, these Chiefs talks. And we don't listen to half the stuff Dre say magna time because if you have,
but you should.
It should be half negative half the time. But again, thank everybody for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and see you guys next time. All right.